Hey guys, that's us live tonight, and we're joined by our special guest, Dave, from his own
How's it going,
ghost
guys?
hunting team, and Drew. So, listen, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. We'll wait for a couple of minutes and let this fill up a wee bit, and then we'll start talking about you and your haunting and your ghosty
What was
stuff.
that with my telly doing? I'll leave her back.
Nah, no bother.
I'm just trying to have a look at some of the comments here myself.
Let it fill up a wee bit because I like to get in monetise
Hi,
the
Dobbies.
chat. Hey, Dobby.
Yeah, who we all got
Hey,
tonight?
Hatchie.
Oh, we've got our
Hey,
usual.
Hatchie. Hey, Tash.
It's good to see you guys. Could you give this
Hi
guy
everybody.
a
Hi
subscribe?
Hatch.
I'm going
Yeah,
to post
please
the link.
subscribe.
There's a
Hi
link
Dover.
to
Hi
his
Misty
channel.
Cat.
There's a
Hi
link there to his
Natasha
channel.
Fleming.
Could you take that link and that'll help him get to 1,000? Let's see if we can get
Come
you
on
to
guys,
1,000.
share. He's
Come
at
on.
nearly 800, so if we keep sharing all this week, maybe next week at this time
I'm
will
going
be
to
exposing.
I'm going to
Twitter as well,
Twitter with it.
remember. Twitter and things
Please
as well.
please do. Yeah, please do.
I'll do it all tonight when I'm on my friends' channels, when I'm watching them talking. I'll just
Share
post.
the Exorcist one.
Yeah, please do.
Share the Exorcist video, that'll get them there.
So who we got? Hatchie, I've not seen you in ages. My goodness.
Hatch was in. Were you in last night? I think he was in your live last night. For a wee
I was doing
while.
it live on Friday night when I was doing
Friday
the
night,
UFO
I mean,
stuff.
aye.
Dobby Sock. There's a great moderator there.
Yep.
Misty Cat. Who else we got?
We have got Natasha.
Natasha. Oh. Natasha.
Welcome,
I couldn't help myself. I had to do that.
I hope you're all good this Sunday night.
I'll start off. Please tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into the supernatural.
Well, okay. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, guys. You know what I'm like. When you go, Dave.
Okay, so it's only recently I've started making videos, been into paranormal stuff from a really young age, really because of my granddad. Granddad was a farmer, so lived out in a place called Ballymena. There's haunted graveyard around there as well. It's just a part of the country. It has a lot of stories and stuff. He also used to take me. He's a fisherman as well, so he used to take me to a place called Killy Lane Reservoir. Now, beside Killy Lane Reservoir is a place called, if I can remember the name of the forest. There's a forest right beside it. That forest is one of the most haunted forests in the world. It is a Druid's worship ground. Was a Druid's worship ground. There was a lot of sacrifices that were done. So whenever you're there, you hear a lot of screaming. We didn't hear any animals. It said you hear a lot of animals and a lot then people as well from the people that were sacrificed there. I didn't hear any animals. We did hear a woman screaming a couple of times. Wasn't really caught on any of the cameras, but most of our footage whenever we went there went missing as well. So
that's happened to us.
But yeah, I used to run about this forest with my father. So
that's some strange stuff. I mean,
he froze.
He's froze. You're froze, man.
He'll be all right. He'll come back.
I'll get better.
He'll be back.
Yeah, it's buffering quite bad. Hold on.
Is it buffering?
No, I'll be fine. Just let it warm.
There you go. He's back, I think. You know?
There he's there.
He's coming back.
He's back.
Clear.
We can see you.
All clear.
Just take your time. It'll be fine. We can
see you. It's badly buffering at the minute.
Yeah.
Just give him.
Is that sure? Every live stream you have now, one of your guests is going to bloody disappear. All that talk you do. You've jinxed us all.
We're fine.
I'm only kidding.
Just take your time, Dave. It's fine.
We'll say hi to everybody while we're here. Hatch, have you? I am sure you were in Friday night, Hatch. I remember seeing you. Because I remember saying, Hatch, my favourite mod. And we've got Linda Dobby, of course, is the second favourite. Well, she's the best body as all. She comes to everybody. And Natasha
is one of the best subscribers I've got.
Me too. She's as loyal as they come.
I'll just give
Oh, who's
David a
Edgy
minute.
Darkness? Who's that? I've not seen Edgy Darkness in the chat before. Have you?
Ken. I don't know
Who's
where
that?
that came from. I know.
We're getting
Look
blocked
what I'm
right
wearing
now.
tonight. Look what I'm wearing tonight.
Oh, I've not
This is
seen
my
that
ghost
for a while.
hunting
Was
t-shirt.
that the first night that I came on your panel?
This is
I think I'm
crazy.
back again.
There he's back.
There
There
you
we
go. You're back.
go.
You're
Excellent.
you're mentioning the druids and the sacrifices. I'm telling you, that's what that was.
Right. Probably.
It's went again, yeah. Both of yous, it's like,
That's the spirits. It's probably the spirits here. We'll blame them.
I will always blame the spirits. Stop
not
it,
able to
spirits.
hear anybody.
Right, as you were saying, you were telling us about the
Educate,
druids.
the druids and things. Don't say you froze again, Dave.
He's still there.
We're just waiting you to
No,
continue your
I'm
story.
okay. I'm fine. It's you two guys keep freezing up.
Oh,
Really?
we freezing up now. Right, that's interesting.
That's weird because
It's
we
it really breaks up whenever you are trying to speak. It keeps breaking up.
Right,
That's
that's
strange,
crazy,
that, guys.
isn't it?
Is there anybody in the chat can notice that? It's just I'm watching it here, and it's
Are you having trouble hearing
Yeah,
all
it's just
chat? Or can you hear the three of us fine?
it's fine on your end. That's a strange thing.
Hi, Soul to Soul Investigations.
Are you using a cell phone or are you using the house internet?
Let us know, guys, if you can hear us all fine.
Are you using like a mobile phone or are you using the home internet?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
I can't hear a thing, guys.
You can not hear? You
That's
can't
weird,
hear?
that. This is
Let
weird.
me comment.
Yeah, I'm on my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Right.
Can you switch it? Can you switch your mobile device to, like say, their Wi-Fi? No, the Wi-Fi that you. That's really
No,
weird,
your
that.
data. You mean your Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is what the house provides. Data is what your network on your phone provides.
It's weird because everybody in the chat can see you and it's not breaking up.
You can hear and see us all, guys. Just
It's
as
not
equal.
breaking up. It's weird because I'm watching you on this and you're not breaking up whatsoever.
And everybody can hear us all fine.
Because I always watch it in case there's any problems. That is strange. We'll blame the ghosts.
Well, that's
everything is just going on like slow motion. Yeah, you can't hear anything. It's just like it's all broken whenever you're trying to speak.
Maybe you should reboot it.
What you
Have
need
you
to do
tried?
is what you need to do is you need to back out and then come back in again. That'll be fine. Trust me.
Or like leave and come back in.
Yes.
Right, leave. And then just grab the link again, Dave.
Yeah.
Leave and then just grab the link
I
and come
can't
back.
hear a thing you're saying, guys.
Put it on chat, Chris. You'll see, he'll read it. Dobby Socks, you're my very best friend.
I can't hear a thing, guys, at all.
It's strange. That's something happening every time.
It's very weird. That's there you go. There's in the chat. I'll bring it up.
I put it on the screen so he sees it.
What about if I leave and then come back in again? Might that work?
Aye.
That'll work.
I leave and rejoin.
See, this is the thing. Everybody in the chat can see us fine. And
Aye, they can hear all us fine, I think, by the looks of it.
but the thing is, see, look, guys. It's fine.
Well, I went to sleep before I went live.
That's really weird, guys. Sorry about that, but I don't know what's going on there, guys. It's
You say bye. It's as if the tree's there. Remember?
I can't understand it, guys, because
There's someone there.
it's. See, the thing is, Drew.
Aye.
I'm watching it on my phone too, and it's never broke up once.
Right.
See, I'm watching it, and it's never broke up. He's frozen now because he's left,
Aye.
right? It must be his internet. There must be something. It's either that is because he was talking about spirits. We're not
This is
breaking up at
happening
all.
all the time, now, isn't it? Every time we talk about one wee thing that's controversial, somebody starts getting interfered with, and everybody's telling me they're not getting my notifications for my live, for my videos.
I think, to be honest, guys, it's YouTube is cracking down on people that do supernatural and UFO stuff.
But that's
They're
not fair.
attacking people.
That's not fair. If you've got your notification bell on, you've got your notification bell on. You want to hear from the people. That's not fair. It's hard enough people watching your videos.
Aye. There's Eli saying hi to you.
Hi, Eli.
Hey, Eli. Hope you're getting better soon.
You, my friend. Hi, Eli.
You
How's
feeling
things
better, Eli?
your side of the water? See, I hate it because all these people are live in the middle of the night and I never catch them live. I've seen them on Mary's a few times. But I never ever catch them live, and then I have to watch again during the day.
Shack.
Hi, Shrimp. We're waiting on our guest. He's having some technical problems. We'll be back. I'll get the witch's brew mug, guys. See ya.
Still the same, yeah. It seems to be still the same.
It's still the same, Dave.
We can hear you fine. Can you see us?
Can you hear and see us? Okay.
I can hear you a bit better now.
Right, that's
it. A wee bit delayed or something.
It might be across the old sea.
Oh, it's starting to break up again. It's going all weird again, so it is.
See, that's because everybody's live using StreamYard.
It's breaking up really bad. I don't know what's going on with it.
Aww.
This is annoying.
Was there any data you could choose and jump on your phone?
Yeah, it keeps breaking up, so it does. I can't hear any of yous. Like, you can hear a couple of words and then it just freezes up completely.
Aw, bummer.
I tell you what. Can you use any of the data on your phone?
It's freezing up like really, really bad.
Do you have like a mobile device you can use?
Use your data instead of your Wi-Fi.
Hold on, see if I try and do it.
Are you on desktop or laptop or phone, Dave?
He's on a desktop now.
You're on your desktop?
If you set it up with your phone, it should work. That's really weird, that, isn't it?
It's crazy. Everybody's having problems in it. Hi, Knowledge Within. There's a loose in.
Hey,
well, we really loved that song. That's great, that tune, by the way. Did you listen to the new one, Chris?
What?
The new song.
What new song?
The one, Knowledge Within. It's a new song.
I've maybe not. What's this? Chris says have a mobile
device
you can use it.
Yes. Leave and listen
I've been
to
busy, man. I seen a UFO. I seen an alien.
Oh, I true.
And
I've
got this today. I knew
that
the is going wonky.
That would be like me seeing a ghost. You seen that? So I see how you're so excited.
It's a big spaceship, guys. I've seen it. And by the way, if you want to see the footage, if you want to see the footage that I caught today of a UFO, please go to Lewis.
The Knowledge Within.
Are we back? You there, man? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. So I've come on my phone now, so
right, maybe be a bit better that way.
Have you got a pair of headphones so it doesn't echo back?
It should be alright. Just
can you hear us alright?
Big set of headphones, so I'll go and grab a set of headphones too.
I enjoyed that. It was really good. It was very apt for what's going on in the world. That's all I'll say.
I must admit that video Lewis did see the guy dressed up with a mask, and obviously we can't mention it, but
I know
that was good.
Very good. I know. I've shared it on my page and things. I thought it was brilliant. I put it on Twitter and everything.
No, but guys, honestly, I caught a UFO on video the day, and it's actually quite scary, right? But I've gave it to lose the knowledge within. So he's going to post it in his video because he's got to edit it all and stuff like that. So go to his channel, give him a subscribe, and watch it there.
Aye, definitely.
It's weird that I think the spirits are doing
Catchy.
something. Getting that.
Telling you, there's something. Well, the veil's open, so the spirits are in and they're doing whatever they want. The veil is open all October.
When is Halloween? Is it the end of this month?
31st.
The 31st. What's it?
But the veil's open all October, but
Can you hear us now?
there you go. Aye,
We
I'll
can't
hear
hear
us.
you.
Can you hear us? Okay, Dave, can you hear us? No hear us?
Can you hear us?
Aye.
No, we can't hear you. I tell you what, just unplug it. We'll do it without it. It'll be fine.
I did
Take your
say
headphones off.
it would
It'll be
pick
fine.
up if you needed anywhere.
Yeah, just take your headphones off. We'll do it without it. It'll be fine.
Here, take that one on.
We can do it.
Behind you.
Okay, can you hear me
Aye,
now?
I've got my
That's it,
speakers
that's it.
on.
That's
I've
it.
my
Yeah, yeah.
speakers on.
It's not going through the headphones now. It's just
That's crazy.
I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm telling you, you've brought something home with you.
The Geralds have.
Right, anyway, we can hear you. We can hear you fine. So you were telling us about the haunted woods.
Aye, tell us about the
'Cause
Druid
that
Woods.
was
Where the
yeah.
Druids.
Oh yeah, so yes, that's what I used to like run about there with whenever I was with my granddad. And it was always very, very eerie, and you always the stories and stuff from
Yeah.
my granddad, just loads of stories from around that area. And it was just an interest really that grew, and then you get into the teenage years and you start watching things like Most Haunted, which
Oh, yeah.
again then you realise isn't
Aye,
so
oh.
good, and then you move
We're
on
all
to other
guilty,
things. And then
Dave. We're all guilty of it. We're all
for me, it
stabbed
was
somewhere.
Taps after that, and then on to like Ghost Adventures, like the early seasons of Ghost Adventures, which were fantastic. So yeah, then I've always had an interest, and it's been growing more and more and more over the years. And then lockdown hit, and it was like I really want to start to see more. So whenever this eases, I'm going to start to see more, and I'm going to start into the paranormal side of things.
Yes.
And yeah, then the whole idea of starting videos and stuff like that came from it.
Mhm.
And yeah, and here we are now.
And here
And
you're now.
I can't even believe, the amount of subscribers I've got, the amount of viewers I get on a weekly basis, or every 2 weeks when I upload a video. It's unbelievable the amount
I've
of
got
people that watch
I've got a
videos.
feeling you're going to have at least 1,000 at the end of this month. I've got a
Aye,
feeling.
aye.
That would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, at the minute, I like that people are enjoying the videos. I like that
Yeah.
people watch the videos.
Yes.
So as long as that continues, then by all means, I'm happy.
I watched your Exorcism House tonight, and that was a
I was
good
just
video.
about to say that. That's a really good video. I mean, people have
Yeah.
to watch. You have to watch it, guys.
need
If
it,
you
guys.
haven't watched it, it's
That
in the
is-
middle of the house.
It is the first time that I've been proper scared doing an investigation. Like before that, even Jamie says to me, usually you're the one that's chilled out. It's usually me
Uh-huh.
that's freaking out. But
Aye.
yeah, that night I heard the footsteps. I heard them footsteps walk up that
You
driveway.
actually see the fear in your face. You do
Yeah,
actually see
yeah,
the fear.
proper. Yeah, and at one point, like I've watched it back a couple of times since that. At one point, like whenever we were looking out through the door, and Jamie shouts hello, and you can even tell that even him shouting hello scared me, because you can see
No,
me
you're
turn around and look at him.
It's a really good video. The one I put up yesterday as well, guys, is a really good
What's
video. It's not monastery, wasn't it?
I'm going to watch
It was
Right,
a
just-
monastery, yeah. It was Grey Abbey. So yeah, it was a monastery. Going to be doing my next video will be another monastery as well. Yeah, we just wanted to get the two of them, one after the other, sort of, because they have a connection between the two. The history, there's a bit of connection between the two, and also a bit of connection between the monastery, the Grey Abbey one, and other
Hi,
locations.
girls.
Hey, girls.
Hi, NK Huntings. Yeah.
Here, a question for you. What would you say, have you ever actually seen an apparition, a full apparition?
because it's something that, well, I would like to believe that because it's something that I go out in search of every
Yes.
time I go out, that I would go and I wouldn't run away. Put it like that. I definitely don't think that I'm going to turn and run
Everybody
away
says that.
because
Everybody says that. Everybody
I
says that. But if
know,
you're walking,
see, I don't know how I'll react.
it really depends on the energy that goes along with that. I would say.
Yeah, of
Aye,
course.
I can. Like if it's an old woman walks out in front of you and goes hello, like that.
Aye, of
But
course you
then
got to run.
but if a
I've
guy
probably
comes
got
out dressed with a veil
Tribeca.
holding a sheath and a big skull, obviously.
Yeah.
I know.
So, what would you say is the scariest thing you have felt or seen?
That was the Conan house was pretty scary. And also another thing that wasn't so much paranormal, but was quite scary at the time, and it was before I made videos. We went to another Druid location, it's a Druid burial ground.
Yes.
When it was with a different team than what I work with at the minute, and whenever we arrived, there was two witches doing rituals sitting in the grave.
Really?
So they were like, I don't know whether they were witches, what they were, but yeah, they were in this grave. They had
pagan.
they had drums. They were
It'd be
banging
pagan.
drums.
It would be pagan.
They had stuff laid out, and they had all the protection stones and stuff like that. I'm guessing, that's what it was, or whatever way they were using them.
Something nice to a bit, but it looks scary. But I bet
They're very much. Maybe it was something, but it was on the last blood moon. Or not the last one. It's either the last one or the one before. Yeah.
Well,
So
Drew's the kind of expert in that kind of the witchy thing. I wouldn't dabble in that.
I'm not saying a word. This is about ghost hunting, not witchcraft.
But would you not like to do that again? But maybe get them to see if they can conjure something, but obviously in a safe manner.
I don't know, because they were not pleased at us being there or happy at us being there, and it wasn't going to happen. There was just either we needed to get away from them or they needed to get away from us. So it was just that sort of feeling. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice.
They were doing their thing. You were doing yours.
It was they just were not happy at us being there whatsoever. And it was just lucky enough there was 7 of us, so we were okay, But there was 2 of them, and you could just tell they did not want us there, and there may have been trouble started on their side if there had been me. It had maybe just been me and Jamie, for example.
Yeah, because I got ugly. I know.
Very much so, and that side of things, that is one of the things that does scare me. Would be the whole witchcraft side of things and stuff like that, because I'm not knowledgeable enough in it.
Yes.
I didn't get to ask you, I don't think. Is there anywhere you would never do? Did I ask you that?
No, you didn't ask me that. I don't know if there's. I can't think of the top of my head just anywhere that it could just say no, I would never do. Even the likes of the Hellfire Club that I'm in Dublin is something that I really want to do. It is somewhere that really does interest me.
That would be good. For sure. See, I'd say it would be good. Somebody in Scotland, somebody in Ireland, and somebody in England, and then I says, wait a wee minute, we might conjure something that we don't want to conjure.
Making connections,
The Hellfire Club. I mean, I've seen Ghost Adventurers, the Hellfire Club.
Yes.
Is that the one in Ireland?
That's the one in Ireland. That is the one in Dublin. Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
I would love to do an investigation in there. Can you imagine what is in there?
The stuff that's there, even the stories and stuff behind the likes of the Hellfire Club is crazy. It is absolutely mad,
Have you noticed the Edinburgh Vaults? They've changed all the inside. It used to be just like an empty cave with a couple of wee candlesticks and things, but you seen it lately? I watched a video the other day, and it was one before lockdown. They've got big pentagrams all drawn, and
That's for the
tables,
tourists, and
right?
it's made for the
But where's
tourists if you think
that?
about it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
I went to that. I've been into the vaults. A lot of folk don't realise that, but I have been in it. And when I was there, I picked up that book, Ghost Tales of Edinburgh.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
Right.
I'll maybe send it to one of these if he's wanted to do it. But it's actually really interesting. But when we went into it, I think it was more designed for like American tourists.
Probably
It was
see.
more designed
Right.
to give you a fright, if you get my
Right.
drift. I didn't quite like it. I thought to
Right.
myself, because I can mind of doing it when I was younger, but when I went that time, I thought
Too
they've done that.
commercialised.
It's commercialised because there was a wee gift shop selling stuff
Yeah,
at the end there.
yeah.
Well, we say that's like what
Yeah.
Salem is in America. Salem in America, a couple of witches that I know that actually stayed just outside there. They all say that Salem is made
Oh,
for
yeah.
the tourists now. It's the wee
Yeah,
tourists.
I would say so. It's just been taken over. Yeah.
Yep.
So, have you any questions you would like to ask, Drew?
Where do you, I don't know if I asked you this or no, but we'll just keep going anyway. Where do you think you're going to be going next? Is there anything planned? Like further ahead?
Um, there is a possible visit to a hospital, possibly. There's. I'm at the minute. I'm trying to get a lot of things on the go. But another thing I really want to do, I know Drew will be really happy about this, is go back to Kernsey House. So
Okay.
yeah, that's going to be coming up very soon. That will be coming up very soon.
Good stuff. That place is amazing. I'd love to get in there, honestly.
The staircase in that place where we got all the activity last time. I've got more night vision cameras and stuff now. I want to just get a lot of cameras planted about, just leave them sitting and see what sort of footage we can capture doing it that way.
Yeah. So after the lockdown's over, we should do a joint investigation. We'll come over. And
Indeed,
again,
definitely, yeah.
up and down.
Brilliant to do
As
that.
long as it's not a forced deal.
I mean, imagine we were in a cemetery in Scotland, right, and then you were in a cemetery in Ireland. And imagine we could get one of these Scottish spirits to go out to Ireland and talk to us through your box. That'd be amazing.
What would be really, really amazing too is being able to find someone that is buried in one of these graveyards who has family or relatives that are in a graveyard where you are.
Exactly.
It's weird you should say that. It's weird you should say that because remember, Drew, I taken you up to Lead Hills. And this was a big mining area for lead. And a lot of the workers were Irish.
Well,
yeah.
That'd be amazing. Because some of them might be furring about your area.
Yeah, that would be really interesting.
We need to do these wee experiments, don't we? Just to see what we can get. Definitely. That'd be excellent.
So you were telling us
hauntings, what you saying today, ladies? We had it all planned to get to the Hellfire Club, but I know injured a few days before. Maybe it was a sign. You never know, Nicola and Kim. It might have been a sign not to go.
That's right. Yeah, Kim really hurt herself there recently.
Right.
But yeah, you need to get yourself to the Hellfire Club, and as always, let me know how it goes.
Dobby, I would love to see a joint venture between you guys, one in Ireland, one in Scotland. It'd be interesting to see what we could do, wouldn't it? It really would. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, no, that would be interesting.
Okay, Mr. Cat, thank you.
Just to let you know, Chris, that link does all right. Okay,
it's the link. It's a thing to do with the chat. I'll fix it after. When this uploads, I'll put your link in the box.
Yeah, cool.
And everybody watches it back.
Yeah, it's just Davexplores. Just
What kind of cameras do you use?
Okay, I have a few different sort of cameras. I use action cameras.
Yeah.
Then I have a night vision action camera as well that I bought off Paranormal Electronics. Then I have some, because I'm on my phone, I will be able to grab this one. So this is actually, it's a cheaper Chinese brand, but
Hatch. You find that in a lot of places. They just play on it.
Because it is
Oh
nice.
yeah, is that not the same as yours, Drew?
Aye,
Is
I've
that
got
not the
two
same?
there. I've got the
Aye.
two there ones, Dave.
So yeah, that's so of that. Um,
They're actually great wee cameras, aren't they?
I'm
yeah,
thinking of
they're
buying one.
absolutely brilliant cameras. Yeah, and especially see with the night vision on them.
You get two
The night vision on them is fantastic.
Control. A remote
So
control, two batteries, and a stand, and the microphone.
Mhm.
you
Can't
see
go
what I
wrong
do
with
as well, because the battery life on these here are not very good whatsoever, and you can use them while you charge them. So
Right.
what I have done is bought myself power banks. So I charge a
That's
power bank
That's
and
what I did.
then just run it direct into the power bank. You don't need to worry about batteries running dumb because the power bank will keep that going for
I built
several
my own.
hours.
Yeah,
I
for
built my
sure.
own.
That's the best way. Aye, Chris did
No,
his
I
own. He
built-
built his own.
Here, I'll show you. It's somewhere here. I use a DSLR. I like to take still photography because you never know what it's about. But the problem I was
I
running
need to
into
start
is
taking more
when I was
pictures.
doing the problem I was running into is that when I was doing live streaming, my phone ran down quick, right? But it's not just that. I built this, right? I kind of looks bonkers, right? But you can it's your LAN's light. Now, obviously, you can unplug it and it'll run for like 3 hours. The light, you see how bright that is, and that's the setting
Mhm.
one. But it's not just that. I've ran it through like I made my own kind of Chinese thing. I had to send away for that in China. Well, I put a lipo. You came with the lipos there, didn't you, for the model planes?
Oh,
Yep.
right.
I put that's the equivalent to like 10 laptop batteries. But
Nice.
it's lighter. You have to be very careful with these because they're highly explosive. I keep it in a metal
Yeah.
box, but it's no that. It's no that. It's once it's I sent away for the Yulaslands holder.
Got one myself. Yep. Got one myself.
Right. So what I can do is I can put my 4K camera phone basically in here, plug it all together. It'll keep the light and the phone running for a good 8 or 9 hours.
So if you were to live stream, it would
Yeah.
be plenty. That's
Yeah.
good.
I would pretty much use the same sort of thing.
Plus, I've got I've got leads where I can charge
Yeah,
anybody's phone or device.
just as you're
Aye.
saying there, yeah.
Aye,
Yeah, exactly the same one.
Uh-huh.
Exactly the same one. Aye, it's exactly there. It's there.
I might get another one of them for my other camera then, because I've got
It's
the
one
two
of them.
cameras and only one bracket.
That's what you want. You want one of these. It's a special
Right.
power adapter.
That I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that.
And then
Actually,
I put
that's
like a. If you want, I'll send you the links where I got it.
yeah,
I
definitely do.
Chris.
Like
And
this
I'll
is
send
another
you a better. I'll
new
send you
thing that I
photos.
bought recently as well. So
I'll send you
Is that-
pictures of it, which is better. When you go
I've
to
seen a lot of people use the
24. It's a 2400 lumens torch by
Yeah.
iProtech,
There you go.
which is
Everybody comparing their items here.
We're just, well, as ghost hunters, you've got to
Right.
show each other.
I bought this. So I actually didn't buy it. But I got it for a Christmas present, and you can see the wee chip in it. It's the
Alright.
it's like the police tech one. It's called the L50, and it's rechargeable, totally waterproof. But that's the first
wow.
yeah,
That's-
nice.
setting. I can
Yeah.
feel the heat. I can actually feel the heat
Yeah.
from it. Look at that. But that's the first setting.
I need to find a way of getting my
That's the second setting.
light on
There's
in the
another three,
my bracket. I've got
and that. But actually, the problem with these is they run down quick. Yes, you can plug it into a USB to charge it, right? But
Yeah,
what you
nice.
want to do is, see everybody in the chat will be like, well, they're showing off their stuff here. What you want to do is you want to buy one of these batteries.
Yeah, the 18650.
Yeah, these ones are like a German
How do
made
you
one. These
charge
ones,
that?
I'll show you in a minute. See these ones? These are dearer. These are £25 each.
I've got
Oh,
one.
right, okay. Are they the Samsung?
No, they're a different make. They're a German make.
I
It's
was going
Katara or
through
something.
the
Okay.
Good job, I didn't
Um,
throw it in the bin.
But how to charge this is really simple. I'll show
It
you
came
now.
with a stupid wee gadget thing that you push it up and put the battery in.
USB,
There's an American thing that's on it.
totally
Plug
waterproof,
socket.
right? You just plug it in. lights up.
Yeah,
The
no.
best thing
Are
with this, you can
you
tap your
able to
phone.
use it while you charge it?
Yeah, you can use it.
Yeah,
use
that's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that idea.
But it's that torch is amazing. But it's
Nice.
a dear
That is, and
torch. The torch
it's
itself,
pretty
60
small
quid.
as well. Yeah, it's compact
I'll
as
send
well.
I'll send you the link to that one too.
But
Yeah,
you
that thing that I have is massive. Like, is
have to have
proper
these things,
huge.
though.
Like,
I
That's
mean,
a police tech.
imagine getting lost in a forest or something. You do need good equipment. We're not just
No.
showing off, folks, honestly.
We're
If
no
you
showing off,
lost-
guys.
There what happened to NK last week when they were at the old, wherever it was they were, and they weren't sure if the gate was shut. So they would have needed good torches. I think 2 of their torches had already ran out. So you
that
do
forest that I was
stuff.
talking about, yeah, that
Yeah.
forest that I was talking about, see, going through it at night, it is a death trap. Like, because there's so many trees
Yeah.
have fallen, and then there's just stuff is just growing on top of them, so you don't even see trees, and you're falling constantly. It's just a broken leg waiting to happen, really.
You should go during the day and have a wee nose about.
I think you usually
Yeah, definitely. The last time we went a lot earlier in the day and just spent a lot of time taking pictures, a lot of scenic pictures. We do go on days like that where we'll go just really nice scenic places as well, take pictures, historic places. So we do a lot of that as well.
It's a thing. It's a thing here in Scotland too. I don't know if the farmers are the same way, but see if you leave gates open, they're not very happy.
Not very happy whatsoever.
Here,
in case the animals get out.
Honeybee says the torch we want is called what?
What's that? The torch are called Big Rob.
Big Rob. So if they get a Big Rob torch, okay, I'll Google that. Welcome,
my brother's got one, and it's got the 10 LEDs in it. It was £700.
Wow. What does he need that for?
Because he
just wants
it. He's got a good job.
Well, he wants it. Hope he gets a chance to use it.
So,
you ever thought about coming to Scotland to do any investigations?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that I'm really, really want to do. Try and spend a bit of time, not just going to one place in Scotland, but trying to tour about Scotland for a bit. It is something that I've debated and will happen whenever we get rid of this awful, horrible virus.
If we ever do.
Well, let's try and stay as positive as we can about it.
We'll just try and not keep saying when the virus goes. We'll just try and think the virus no be here at all. Take our plans.
I have a question for you. Have you had any supernatural experiences in your home? Have you ever had anything follow you?
No.
Do you ever do a prayer or anything before you do a investigation?
Yes, so we would do prayers, and especially at the likes of that Coning house, which we stood right outside the house, and we done our prayers and stuff. Yeah, there's lots of different ways and different things that we would do for protection. I even just wear these, even just for protection. That's just one thing. Sage, and there's loads and loads of things that we do.
I'm quite a...
You could just send the intent in your head, let your guides protect you, Aye, Chris wears his...
I wear that. Because
even the intent,
you need to watch.
Everybody being
even doing this.
Protection.
Even doing this show and how we're talking to different people and how we talk about ghosts and spirits, that's how spirits travel.
Exactly.
And see, before I went live, I did a wee prayer. It's a thing that I do before I do a ghost show. You don't want anything coming, but you don't want anything coming.
Of course.
100%. Yeah.
It's
protect your chat as well, because somebody vulnerable in chat could be vulnerable and something could attack John. It's just you've got to do it. I mean, I don't know who it was we were talking to the other day, but they said that they all do it as well, just to watch your chat. I'm sure it was Sherry on World Paranormal Investigators.
Yes.
I'm sure it was her.
It's just you always hear so many stories of it happening to people, but I suppose you don't really understand it until it happens to yourself.
I've seen
it happened to me on Chris's live. Very second time I went live, wasn't it? That was because I hadn't asked for protection before putting the spirit box on. I wasn't meant to do the spirit box. It was just a quick, all right, I'll turn it on, and I sure as anything.
Aye.
Right.
You need to watch what you're doing, especially in this kind of field. You don't want
Yeah,
to bring anything
100%,
on with
definitely.
you. I mean, you don't know what that spirit's capable of. You know, it could be a demonic.
Could be just a simple person looking for revenge on somebody because they died and you're alive.
Aye,
Yeah.
and because you're talking to it, it maybe thinks, oh, he's talking to me. I'm going home with him because he can see me.
Exactly.
And then before you know it, you've got a poltergeist in your house.
Yeah, no, thankfully, never encountered anything within my home. Now, my parents have, but I haven't.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I've got one. I've got a friendly one, but it's.
What is it, sorry?
Is your parents' house haunted?
No, well, Mum, it's not so much that it's haunted. I think it's only been like Mum experienced something twice now. The first time was whenever my granny died, who used to live in this house before us.
Good night.
And the day after she died, my mum seen her in the room upstairs. And my mum also encountered in this room where I'm sitting now, over here, a woman walk in a wedding dress and sit where my TV is now.
Right. Have you done any history of your house?
No, not really. With this land, sometimes you don't want to look into the history of these areas around here.
It's maybe just a friendly spirit.
I get it.
It's maybe just a friendly spirit. It doesn't mean
Well,
there's
never been. It's been 2 occasions. There's nothing, other than the one thing that I hear is it always seems like the chairs in my kitchen, like on tiles. You know the way that would squeak. Yeah, like that. But yeah, the likes of, even if that is something I don't mind. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't even pay any attention to it now. It's just.
You've probably got spirit guides that you don't know exist. You know what I'm saying? You've probably got spirit guides that are with you all the time and that are protecting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
They'll maybe protect your house.
Yes, 100%. Well, like my grandfather actually died in this house.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe still up a chair beside him to talk.
Yeah, so but I would never I don't like the thought of doing anything within the house because again, yes, there may be stuff within the house that I can talk to, but me doing that, it would mean I can be bringing other stuff into the house as well.
Yeah. I wish I had this started in my house a day because I do feel as if they expect it and they want you to go up in the middle of the night and turn on boxes and things and you've got to start saying, no, I'm sleeping.
Me and mine's got an arrangement.
Exactly.
At night he goes away. There's soul.
Sit in the car at night.
Soul. There's soul. There's soul to soul. If Dave went to Scotland to do investigations, where would you both suggest him to go? That's an interesting one. What about Culloden, the battlefield?
Oh, I'd love to. Up Falkirk. Sure.
Nice.
Or what about the Edinburgh Vaults?
Can we just give a shout out to Soul to Soul Investigations as well? A Soul to Soul Paranormal team, I think it is, on Facebook. They've got a group. It is Kate and Emma, two really, really, really experienced girls there who I've just started up their new team. It's Soul to Soul. So go on, check them out on Facebook.
Well, I tell you what, I've made them a mod. They can post their link in the chat. And everybody else post their link in the chat.
Post their link, Emma or Kate, whoever's about there. But yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. Emma actually lives. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's called a place called the Sharon Rectory.
I think I have heard of that place.
Yeah. So yeah, go and check it out. Again, check it out on YouTube. Again, this is Emma's book.
Right. Good stuff.
Oh, she write her own book?
I might actually get that book then.
I'll need to get that
book. So, but yes, if you go on and have a look, on the YouTube channel, the Sharon Rectory YouTube channel. Anything that's going on there, you'll see on their YouTube channel. Now, Emma has work commitments at the minute, so she's wanting to get back into the paranormal investigation side of things. So
Maybe
in the new year, her and Kate then will be going on new adventures, and that's where the Soul to Soul paranormal team.
we'll need to get we'll need to get them on the channel one night.
Yes,
Talk
100%.
about the
Yeah.
book. That'd be
Well,
really good.
Kate, I'm sure Kate will be doing all the stuff up until the new year
Yeah.
while Emma is work commitments.
Right, that's
So
right.
yeah, but I'm sure that we can get Kate on. I'm sure Kate
Yeah.
would have a chat with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could join
That'd
her
be-
on screen and
You could
help.
you could join too. I mean, she's welcome to share
She's
her
very
book on
interested to
Amazon
talk
in there.
to her.
She can post any links at all.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
That'd
if you know enough about a place to write a book,
Could
then
you,
you'd be
Dave,
interested.
could you, Dave, send me the link to that book after?
I'm not even sure. Now, see, with this book, I think it may only just be sold local.
Right.
So it is. I think it's only like certain book shops here, but I'm not sure. Maybe if Emma is around or if
I think she was there.
Kate is around, if they know or can correct me on that. I'm not too sure. They would.
Pop
They
it in
would
the
know a lot
comment
more.
after the video, would you? If there is a link to girls, pop it in one of the comments
Aye,
after
stick it
the
in.
video, maybe.
Yeah, let me see what's the name. Let's see.
Got
I
it.
know that Emma did post about the book the other day from the Sharon Rectory page. So there is information on the Sharon Rectory page on Facebook. So go ahead over their Facebook page, give that a like, and you'll be able to see a lot more information on there from Emma and from the Sharon Rectory page itself.
Interesting to talk to you, so it would be.
It would be. I'm just
Oh,
looking up
God,
the
it would love
page.
to come on. You can buy it online, Chris. You can get it online, Dave.
Oh, you can't get it online,
Yeah. We'll definitely look that up.
yeah?
Like,
Definitely check it out.
talk to you about something like that. I love all the old places, honestly. It's amazing. I'll definitely get to Ireland one day as well, for
Aye.
sure. For sure.
We need to do a joint
Yeah, I'm
investigation.
not too much information. I'll leave it for them ones, and they'll be able to give you the full information and stuff on that.
Right.
But yeah, this is the book. It's called The Haunting of
The
Sharon
Haunted.
Rectory.
Right,
So anybody
okay.
that does want to check that online, by all means, you'll be able to find that if there's a link down there.
If she wants, they can post the link. I've made them a mod in the chat, so all you need to do is post the link to your chat.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, well, as Emma did post information up the other day from the Sharon Rectory page. So, but yes, get over Soul to Soul Paranormal Team. Their group is a new group on Facebook, so go and support them, give them some support.
Sure, definitely. I mean, the more people that we care for the island, the better.
Yes.
Because as I was telling you when I interviewed you, I can't find many people for Ireland that actually investigates. So it'd be great to hear from all the different groups that they do good work.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of history in Ireland, isn't there? I mean, there's amazing stuff.
Yeah, like the whole of Ireland is just incredible, and it's steeped in so much history. You know, even as far up as the likes of the 90s, you know, where there was still a lot of trouble going on in the likes of some parts of Northern Ireland.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's a lot of history from here.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
get you both links for that'd be really good.
Great stuff. And we'll need to get
I will
you
send you both a book. Oh,
ladies and
thank you very
gents.
much. Thank you very much.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. I'd be
There you
honoured.
go.
Thank you.
That I've had this one for a long time. I mean, it's like Ghostly Tales for Edinburgh. I mean, it is actually.
We've shared that with we know. We don't give that as a giveaway.
I have got one to give away. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst your friends.
And I did say when I reached 500 subs, I would give away something. So let me think about it and I'll see what I'll give away, right, guy? I did say I'd give away like a wee protection jar or a wee protection like pouch or something. So we'll have a wee see. I'll do a random number generator one day if it's active in my chat or something. Aye.
Yeah. Ghost stories.
I'm going for
Scottish
chance
ghost
to
stories.
meet it yet.
It's
You'll need to sign it for me, Chris, since we're not allowed to meet now.
Well, what I was going to do is I was going to get myself to sign it and Drew to sign it, and then I was going to give it away to one of my subscribers once I reach 700.
Nice.
I mean,
yeah.
this is how interesting books are. The guy that wrote it wears a monocle.
Who could beat that? It's going to be interesting, of course.
There's some good pictures in it. I mean, it's you know, it's an old book, like, you know, it's
yeah.
but it's a
Meanwhile,
good book.
I was watching a programme on YouTube. It was about all the old murders and things in Scotland, and I can't even remember the woman's name, but she's still buried under some car park up in Edinburgh somewhere. She was hung in the wee local jail. I've got it saved on my YouTube channel so I can take. What was the name of that woman, Wally? Can you mind? Was it Annie something? Annie something. But I'm going to go back through the video and take notes, and we'll go one day and we'll try and connect to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting.
See, there was one near me, and what had happened was it was when the plague. When was that? About when was the plague again? That was what, 1600s, 1700s.
I think.
And what happened was she was a gypsy, right? And she was found at the edge of the village. With the soldiers found her at the edge of the village because there's a castle here, and they found her at the edge of the village, and they went near her and they thought, oh, she's got the plague, right? Mm-hmm. So she died. So where she died, she buried her, put a stone in her grave, and burnt the wagon. And to this day, people will go near that at night. Because she didn't get a Christian burial. They just dug a hole and shoved her in.
Chucked her in.
You know?
Because they thought she had the plague?
Just because of the plague.
And she was a gypsy.
But that's the world we live in.
That was the world, exactly. Especially back then. If you had no money away back then, you had no chance.
Yeah.
Seemingly way back then as well, that ladies, women weren't allowed to drink. Well, they weren't allowed to drink, but if they did drink, they looked at it like a kind of the way like you've been a troll up or being like a bad woman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just history, isn't it? It's just
definitely.
It's interesting to read though, but then you think, the injustices is really terrible. There's a lot of injustices in the past.
You think what had happened when England was invading Scotland, and then when it invaded Ireland, and what they did to us because they burnt the cross.
I always say sorry, Chris, don't I? I always say I'm sorry the Scottish treated you like that when I'm up at the castle because they did get and kill us with water them. So I always say I'm sorry that the Scottish treated you that way.
See, but the thing with Scotland is and Ireland were the same, they're Celtic. That's the thing. But England was always a little bit different. You know, the Welsh stayed with them, and it was long ago, but now we just need to try and get on with each other.
100%, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. There's been places I've went with you, Drew. I mean, that castle, was it the one up at Crawford?
Crawford, I love up there.
Crawford Castle.
Place up
you need to look that place up. That was some dark tales there.
We need to go back there. We never went back there, the ones. We'll need to go back.
We'll go back once.
We'll go back after lockdown, things for sure.
After lockdown.
I hope it's still standing because that'll be about 2 years. It's falling rapid.
It's a protecting building that'll still be there. So, is there any castles near you, Dave?
Yes, well, I live very close to Carrick or Carrickfergus Castle.
Oh, Carrickfergus.
That's a big parish, yeah.
Right,
There's
stuff.
What's that?
You get any videos up there?
There's an Irish castle I fancy to go into, but I can't remember what it's called. And Ghost Adventurers went to it.
Was it the
Leap Castle?
Leap, that's it.
Leap, that's it.
I was supposed to be at Leap Castle last Saturday night.
Were you?
Yeah, because of this whole restrictions, it got cancelled. Yeah.
It's stupid, isn't it? I know I was meant to be at Ashford Town Hall last week as well with Haunted Finders, and we couldn't get to go and meet. That's why I think we can have a podcast instead.
Hopefully we'll all get out once.
We'll get out. The things will get better. We need to stay positive. Just keep doing these podcasts and sharing each other's channels and things, and we'll get back out. Things will be fine.
That's it. Well, I'm hoping to get out very soon again. You know, there were a few different things coming up a few different locations. But definitely Kernsview House, return to Kernsview House is definitely going to be coming.
I'm
What
watching that tonight.
Another location that I'm going to be going to that has not been on my channel before is the Dark Hedges. So that's a Game of Thrones filming site.
Oh, I've
I've
watched
never
that.
watched that, but interesting. Good.
So yes, that is going to be coming up as well. We have been there before, and none of the audio was on the footage whenever we got it home.
It's crazy.
So yes, we're going to go
sometimes.
back there. That place was really creepy, really creepy. There was lots of voices. To the side of the road, there's said to be a graveyard that is now being just buried over, well, not buried over, but has a field. Just it's just been done away with pretty much. It lies beneath. And it says on Halloween night that the people who have been buried in that graveyard come out and walk the road of the Dark Hedges.
On Halloween.
Well, that could be what our Halloween night plan is. Yes.
Possibility. Excellent.
That was I was thinking of doing like a Halloween event, but because we can't go out, I might just do a big live stream event and get lots of people in just to talk about supernatural.
I'll go somewhere live. I'll go somewhere and you can link up to me live, right? Because I've got something.
Well, I'm hoping that around Halloween I'm going to try and do some live investigations as well. So just keep an eye out. There's should be lots of things going on over the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
Yeah,
brilliant, good stuff.
It'll be good.
I must admit. Want to ask anything?
Would anybody like to ask any questions?
What's chat saying anyway? What is all saying, guys?
I need to go back and read it all.
It would be an amazing drive, Dobby's saying.
What? To go to Ireland?
We have Roche Abbey near me, Haunted Finders 2, need a few. Dobby Socks, I think, was talking to maybe somebody else. And then they were saying it would be an amazing drive, Dave. I think maybe for you. To go to Roche Abbey.
I want to go to Leap Castle.
Yeah, I really would. I was so annoyed whenever that got cancelled, so it was. But yeah, it's one of them things. We're just in that time where we just have to get on. It'll happen along the line somewhere else, hopefully. So there's no way of us getting across the border,
guys, and I'll read them out for them, right?
I've actually somebody told me about this, but I don't know if it's true or not. See, in Ireland, there's a lot of like wee bridges and stuff. And folk are quite supernatural because they say there's what is it? Is it what they call it again? No trolls. Is it fairies? Is it fairies?
Yeah, fairies. Yeah, there's lots of that sort of thing here. That would be in the likes of either country areas or the south of Ireland. Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen loads of it, and
you have the likes of banshees as well.
Yes,
part of the Celtic culture, though, isn't it? All these different elements.
That's why, since getting into this, you see that Ireland really does have a close connection with the paranormal, unlike anywhere else.
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. I mean,
so what really is a leprechaun then? What's a leprechaun meant to really be?
Pot of gold or
I
something.
don't really know, in fairness. It's
because we were haggis, isn't it? It's one of the things that's just popped up into history and nobody knows where it came from. Everybody thinks a haggis is a wee creature and it's something. It's kind of like that, the one that it's just popped up through culture.
Yeah, well, to be the same, sure. Like here, we have the whole legend of Finn McCool, and then on the Scottish side, what is it? I can't even remember. The Scottish side supposed to have their own giant. That's where you've heard the Giant's Causeway. I'm sure you've heard of the Giant's Causeway here. Yeah, that's the legend. There is
Is that yeah? I've made Shan Rectory a mod so she can post the links.
There we go.
Can you see the link? I can't see the link.
I've made you a mod. It'll maybe pop up the next chat. You just paste it into the next one.
I've made you a mod, so you'll be able to post it again. That's
Brilliant.
when you're not a moderator, you can't post links.
Haggis is young,
when you're
man. Mr. Haggis is okay. Haggis is
Haggis
okay.
is great.
I've never tried haggis.
Oh, you've never
It's
had
actually
haggis,
okay.
man.
I like battered haggis, nothing else. Just the stuff you get out the chip shop. It's okay for me.
I love haggis. I love it. Oh, Kim is good. Guinness.
I'm not a fan of Guinness.
I
Nah,
don't drink it, but my dad
I don't
does.
drink.
And there they are. But I had a wee taste of it one day. It's quite
It's
good.
good for you, it's supposed to be.
Aye,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
good.
It is. Well, it's probably not good for you, but it does help people with like stomach issues and stuff like that
Right,
because it's pretty much a meal. It is like a meal.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I know a lot of people that just drink it for sore stomachs and stuff.
Yeah.
They keep a can or a bottle in the fridge, you know.
I have brought and sent many toy haggis to friends over the years. Have you? Though I could imagine that because I've been like that as well. There
You
are
get Rabbi
sales.
Burns night. You get Rabbi Burns night here, and that's when they have the haggis.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like black pudding. I love black pudding, but
Oh.
Oh, I love black pudding.
black
I have
pudding's
pieces
amazing.
in black pudding
Yeah.
and everything with tomato sauce. I love black pudding. That's why I go to most of the times at black pudding supper. In fact, near enough every time. Misty Cat, pain is rough and I understand our pain is different, but God will get us through it. Eli, that's true. That's true. Everybody's God will get them through it. You just have to ask.
So, you were telling us about the Titanic area.
Yeah, that's it's an amazing area in Belfast. Like the likes of the slipways as well.
Yes.
Down the line, it is something that we're going to be looking into as well. I'm just going to walk some night, just with the likes of a
Yes.
Spirit Box, K2 meter, and just going to walk around that area. There was a lot of people lost their lives
Just
in the
building it.
construction of Titanic itself and many other ships in that location. So it is something that
right.
we're going to be looking into as well.
So White Star, Roy, White Star was
I mean,
what, another ship?
No, the White Star, that was the Titanic.
Well, he's saying the White Star. Oh, the Titanic.
the-
Got the White Star, right? Didn't know that.
You think of the people who went down with that ship.
I
Was
know.
it 2000? Was it 2000 died?
It was
Or
the
was
first
it
voyage,
1000?
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something like that anyway. Yeah,
Because it sailed for Ireland to, you said, what is it again?
to Southampton. Yeah,
And then
and I'm
it
not
sailed
sure
back.
whether it went from Southampton. It was supposed to go from Southampton to America, or whether it went from Southampton to Portsmouth, and then to America, whatever it was. Yeah.
Because I've heard the story about how the fire started in the bunker house, and they did put it out, I think, but it weakened the steel.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
And when the ice hit it, it just.
It had a sister ship as well. Did the sister ship no sink as well?
Yeah, it did.
That's what we
Yeah.
were just talking about. That was it, the Britannic. The Britannic.
Sorry, guys, you know, slow on.
It was the sister ship. Was the Britannic? It was a German torpedo boat that torpedoed it.
Right. So that actually got attacked then.
Yeah.
Aye. The captain tried. The captain
So White
tried
Star
to
must
save
have
it,
been the company that made it, I take it.
but it's too late. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Go
I
on.
think it went down with quite a few people on board.
My knowledge with Stan says he loves Guinness. Our Lewis loves Guinness.
Lewis likes things like that.
White Star Line, aye. Dopey says it's the White Star that made it, Willa.
Did the company no go bust after the ship sunk?
I would
I'm sure
imagine
it did.
so.
The shipyard itself has nearly went bust several times through the years, but has been saved as far as I'm aware. It's always someone new comes in and saves it.
Well, I mean, all the Irish ships and things must have a good reputation because
Oh, they were the best in the world.
the Belfast docks is enormous.
Yeah, it's they seem to be doing a lot of like oil rigs and stuff at the minute. So they're bringing the oil rigs into Belfast and they'll fix them up and then put them back out again and stuff.
It was, I know for a fact because during the war, turned into Uncle Albert here, but during the war, you You ever watch Only Fools and Horses?
Oh yes,
And it was
definitely.
like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I know during the war, because my grandpa, he was in the Navy. One of them was in the, two of them were in the Navy, and I know one of them went out of the island to get put onto one of the new ships, because Jews were making ships, and so was the Scottish, were
Yeah,
producing them like one a
definitely.
week.
Yeah,
That's how
Right.
quick we were producing
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And Jews made the best ships. It's
Ah,
even said that the Irish ships
Harland and
were,
Wolff. Yeah, Harland and Wolff
yeah,
shipyard is the shipyard. That's where they were built. And again,
Yeah.
it's one of the most iconic points of Belfast because
yes,
they're huge and they're yellow. They're bright yellow and they're massive. So it's just you see it all over Belfast. But it's very very popular in this part
it's
of
a
the
lot
country.
of jobs. It keeps the jobs
A
flowing as
lot
well.
of jobs,
So,
yeah. And again, there's
Mhm.
if you actually look up Harland and Wolff on Google, you'll see a picture of the men back many, many years ago sitting at the top of it with their legs swinging off the side, with their lunch boxes, eating their food.
So that would be good to get up there then,
That's the
wouldn't
same
it?
as the one with the Clyde.
Aye, I saw the picture with them all sitting like that at the Clyde instead of who you talking
Yeah.
about. Picture. I think they must do that in every shipyard then, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But the
Big
Irish,
interest, wouldn't it, to talk to all
the,
the
I,
people in the past?
the Irish were famous for building the buildings in New York City,
Oh,
the high up ones.
right.
Right.
Oh, did they all
Because
I
get
thought that would have
the
probably been more like the Boston sort of direction. See, because Boston, as again, like it seems to be a lot of Irish people around that sort of
in
area as
Chicago
well. So
as
it does.
well? Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago as well. Yeah.
So they must have all left Ireland to go to these places to help the Americans build up their tower blocks. Aye.
You see, it was probably there because Ireland has had it tough. The north and the south.
There's all the men going to work, Harland and Wolff.
There you go.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Um,
I think
there
that
was one.
was.
Let's have a look here. There was one with the Titanic. I was trying to see it if I could find it. I mean, just to let folks realise how big the shipyards were. That they don't realise. I mean, look at that, and that was just one end of it.
Yeah, it's like where it is now. They have a museum, and
Yeah,
the museum is the same, like the front of the boat, the way it would have been then, the ship, and that is how the museum is shaped. Then it runs down, and that is exactly where the ship would have finished. So it
Yep.
shows you like how it actually sat at the
Exactly.
footwells as well.
exactly. Wow.
Huge. I mean, some of the ships that they're building just now is getting casinos and pools,
Mhm.
leisure
Yeah.
New
centres,
one,
everything on them. You like shopping centres as well. Crazy.
the
Then you
new
go
one
into
that's just been.
question.
Here's a question for you. What equipment would you like to get next?
Oh,
To get brand new
um,
kit.
I don't know. There's lots of different things at the minute. What I really am looking for is a drone. I want to be able to start getting
Yeah.
aerial shots for being able to
Yeah.
build the videos. But looking into the more paranormal side of things,
It'd be good to get a
I don't
drone.
really know.
They'll do the
What
same
about
thing, don't they?
a
It's
full
crazy.
spectrum camera? What about a full spectrum camera?
Yeah, well, I've got one full spectrum camera, which is
Yeah.
an action camera from Paranormal Electronics. But yeah, like being able to get more of the full spectrum would probably be something that I'm looking into. What I am looking into at the minute is more IR lights. I'm looking, the massive IR lights that just flood because mine at the minute are just not good. So
It's
You
a very
definitely need
expensive. It's a very expensive hobby, isn't it?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
definitely.
See before Ghost Adventures really launched, you could go on the internet, you could pick a lot of this stuff up for quite cheap, and then after they're showing Most Haunted and all the rest of them,
Well, that's what I was saying
expensive.
on NK Hauntings' stream. Who knew that 3 simple cat balls at what, £6, say, would do the exact same as a £350 REM pod?
Yeah, see the cat balls. We had some amazing stuff. Like whenever we were in Kernsey, we put one of the cat balls on the stairs, and we were calling out at the time, and we heard a massive bang up the stairs. So then the cat ball started going off as if someone was walking down the stairs.
Right.
So that happened several times that night. So yeah, that was really, really good with the likes of
That's
them cat
amazing,
balls.
isn't it? I mean,
I have
cat
found
balls are so
the cat
simple.
balls. You can pick them up on Amazon for £3 for 6.
100%, yeah, definitely, yeah,
It's crazy.
You know what they work.
yeah.
And the
most-
spirits seem to love them more because I don't think a lot of spirits like it when when some flashes and makes a noise like their REM pod. Whereas
Yeah,
the cat balls
definitely.
just flash. So I
There's
think
so
that
much equipment these days.
I'd love an SLS camera. That's my next thing, an SLS
Is that the
camera.
one that uses
The
the
skeleton
Xbox
thing, yeah.
kit? Aye.
Aye, I want one of them. That's my next
Any
thing.
millionaires out there want to fund their
Yep,
teams,
and
you
do
know?
even a couple of £100 spare. I'm not greedy, guys.
Like, I've just that much equipment these days.
Yeah.
It's like a
You need it,
mountain in a corner. Do you know what I mean? It's just all sorts of stuff.
You
And
need
then
locations, don't you? You need
I
like a
started
farm
making my own equipment as well.
Good.
Is that a
So
ghost
yeah,
box
this
you've
is
got?
what
What's that, like a wee REM pod type of thing?
that's a run pod, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So yeah, I started making them because again, you're talking to buy the likes of them online. You're talking about 50.
Why don't you
So
start selling them? You should start selling
yeah,
them.
yeah. There's so much I'm wanting to do. I really need to. I've lacked on like getting focused on doing the likes of the building
Yes.
side of things recently because with the YouTube really starting to get busy now,
Yes.
Yeah.
it is super super busy. And with people, I like to be able to socialize with the people who are following my channel. So whenever people message me, and again, there's a
It's-
lot of people do message. So yeah, you find yourself sitting at 3, 4 in the morning and not realizing that you've just done nothing. You've not done any of your editing. You've not done anything
I
of
know.
the
You've
stuff
sat
you're
and
planning.
interacted with your people, though, haven't you? You've sat and talked to them and
I'm
chatted
like that.
to them and answered their questions. So
I'm like that. Once I upload a live stream, once it gets uploaded, I'll go to it the next day and there'll be like 30 or 40 comments.
I know.
And I'll go through them all.
You've got to. You've got
But
to.
how long do you do that for? Because when
Exactly.
you get to 10,000 subscribers and 20,000 subscribers, right? When do you stop? Because let's face it, if you're a million,
I think there always has to be an element of you have to, no matter how many, it's as many as you
It's just
can.
a love or something.
Yeah. Even if you're able to get through a portion, and then and you're just doing that every time. But I do think that you really need to have that with the followers, because without them, the numbers are not growing, and the channel doesn't grow, and the word isn't getting out there, and your videos aren't getting out there. So yeah, I'm very much for.
I remember when I was just like a fan watching other places that I didn't have my channel. That person commenting back to me meant everything. Because you're thinking,
definitely.
You felt proud that they actually commented back to you. So you've got to comment back to people because you've seen it for the other side.
No, definitely, 100%. Again, I really dislike whenever you get people on YouTube and they talk about fans and their fans, and it's not just myself that has said that. Other people have said it as well. They're not. It's you don't have fans. You're not a football team. You don't. You're it's not fans, they're followers, and some of your followers are your friends.
I see a lot of my subscribers, a lot of the people in the chat there, I see them as friends. Because
100%,
I know in real
definitely.
life, Hatchie, Misty Cat, I know them all.
Dobby, I speak to 2 and 3 times a day. So I speak to Dobby 2 and 3 times a day. Hatchie's, I've never spoken to him on any other platform, but he's my favourite one.
I talk to his comments, he puts a comment out and I'll answer him back, and then he'll talk back and then I'll answer him back again.
Yeah.
You have to try.
Oh, 100%, definitely, yeah.
We appreciate you guys, just to let you know, we do appreciate you.
Even if you can't answer the comment, give them a wee love thing. See if you're
100%, yeah, definitely.
And it knows that you've seen that, That's what I do. I just go love, 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 love. You read, and some of them I will answer
Sorry,
back, and some of them I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
indeed.
trying
Yeah.
to do my best, but I'm not getting
So-
that much anyway, so I always answer everybody back. But as when it
Well,
does,
recently the likes of the comments and stuff, anybody who does watch my videos out there, thank you so much for the
Yes.
comments and the likes and stuff like that, because it's mad to me how many comments and likes and stuff that I'm getting at the minute. I never ever
feel
thought I would
proud,
get this
don't you?
as it is,
You feel like humble, and you feel as if the things that you're doing, people are appreciating.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's nights that the likes of me and Jamie are running through a forest and it's freezing and it's horrible, and that makes
It
it
makes it
worthwhile whenever you know that
worthwhile.
people are enjoying what you're doing.
I've still got a couple of your videos to watch, but I will
I've
get
got
through them all.
couple.
I'm determined. They're
No,
brilliant. I love
definitely
them
check them out.
Jamie's
Yeah, there's lots more to be coming.
NK's channel. I will get through all theirs eventually as well.
Yeah.
There's Misty Cat asking you a question before we end the stream. Just
Drew, do you have an email address on your channel which I used once? Is that okay? That's fine, Mr. Cat. You can use that email address, not a problem.
there you go.
Okay, Doc?
Well, thank you for coming on tonight, Dave.
Yeah, absolute pleasure. Absolutely. I'm definitely, as you're saying, try and get something on the go. We'll get all of us out.
Yep.
That would be good. It would be good.
That would be really good. Yeah.
Even if we don't go out on Halloween night or whatever, we'll do
Ah,
it
we'll
live.
still-
Yeah,
We'll all have a
definitely.
good chat, and
Yep.
we'll all have a good old time.
Definitely. Most
So-
definitely.
Thank you everybody for coming, and I'll
Thank you, everybody, for
give a
watching.
thumbs
Yeah.
up. Take
It's
care,
always a
guys.
pleasure, Dave.
Everybody who's there, if you will subscribe to Davexplores, which is DAVEXPLORES, on YouTube. It's the same. If you search that right across all social media platforms, you'll be able to find me on there.
You'll find it on the Age of Darkness website too, on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'll
I think
post
it's
it.
on my page as
shortly.
well, guys.
I'll
Dave,
post
it's
it
always a
shortly.
pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very, very
Take care,
much.
guys.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Night,
Bye.
chat. Bye.
Good night. Take